Hi, my name is Thabiso Mailula, famously known as Coach Thabiso. I'm an ANLP ambassador and NLP trainer at the Subconscious Frequency Academy in South Africa. I'm going to share with you today just something to help you value yourself more, something that will help you just see certain potentials that you might have neglected and help you just maybe feel good about yourself, maybe improving your perception of yourself. Because many of us go through life listening to what other people have to say about us. And many a times we tend to take those negative things that people say and do to us to define who we are, to determine our self-worth. I'm just going to take you through a short process right now that is really powerful to help you simply start believing in yourself and change your perception of yourself so you can start valuing yourself and realize you are worthy. Have you ever noticed how as children, I don't know if you've noticed, I've got a 4-year-old nephew. Well, it's turning 4 next week. But what I've noticed is he values his attention so much. So he realized, every time I'm sitting with him, he'll be sitting there, uncle, 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 until I give him that attention. And until I give him that attention, he's never gonna stop. And that's because he's realized that he's worthy of that attention. And whatever he has to say is really important. Many of us were like that as children. Unfortunately, as we grow older, we started believing that we're not worthy of the attention. We started believing that we're not worthy of certain things in life. We started thinking that we're not worthy of great things. We started feeling that we're not worthy of certain relationships. We started feeling that we're not worthy of certain positions. And therefore, we limit ourselves to living mediocre lives. I'm just going to take you through a small process right now to just enable you to start believing in yourself. So I want you to just imagine, just for a moment, just imagine that you are going to be interviewed for a magazine or a newspaper. But for this interview, you're going to be interviewed by your favorite newspaper, a newspaper that when you're successful, you would love to be interviewed by. A magazine that if you are successful, having achieved all that you've achieved, you would love to be featured on. But to prepare for this interview, I want you to just imagine yourself sitting in a room. And while you're sitting in this room, you're writing down all the things that you've achieved that you're really proud of. So to do this, you go back to when you were still really young. You know the time when you drew that beautiful drawing of your hand and you painted it and your family thought it was the most amazing artwork. And then you went into primary school when you got 5 out of 5 for the first time. Or when you were told, well done. Maybe when you won a race for whatever sports you're participating in. Or when you achieved and you created this amazing science project that you thought was the most amazing work. Whatever projects that you might have excelled in. Maybe when you got 100% in a certain subject. I want you to just notice as you begin writing down all the things that you've achieved in your life that you're really proud of. From whatever it may be. It might seem insignificant now, but at that time, you thought it was really amazing. And you thought it was a major achievement. Going back into high school, doing really well, maybe becoming a prefect, maybe passing that last grade and getting into university. It might be the first time that you got a job. It might even be when you gave birth. Whatever it is, or when you got a promotion into a senior position, or if you did any extra courses afterwards when you graduated, but you begin writing down all those things that you achieved that you're really proud of. And while you're writing down all these things that you've achieved that you're really proud of, I want you to notice on the other side of the room, somebody that you really look up to, somebody that you really admire, is sitting there watching you. As you write down all the things that you've achieved that you're really proud of, I want you to just notice as your inner self, your true essence of yourself, your inner spirit floats out of your body through the glass wall into the other room. And as it gets into the other room, I want you to notice as your true self, your true essence, your true spirit enters this person's body. This person that really looks up to you, admires you, appreciates you. As your spirit, the true essence of you, enters this person's body, you are able to see life through this person's eyes. You're able to see what this person sees that makes this person really love you so much, really look up to you the way they do. You're able to hear their thoughts. You're able to feel the feelings that they feel. I want you to notice as this person looks at you, since you're inside this person's body, you're able to see what this person sees in you that makes them really love you and appreciate you so much. See what you see. Notice all the things that this person sees in you that makes them really appreciate you so much. Because he's inside this person's body, you're able to hear this person's thoughts that makes them love you, appreciate you, and really look up to you. Listen to this person's thoughts. Hear what are this person's thoughts that makes them love you and appreciate you so much. Hear what you hear, and notice all the things that this person thinks that makes them really appreciate you and love you so much. Well done. Because you're inside this person's body, you can see what this person sees in you that makes them really appreciate you. You can also hear their thoughts about you that makes them really love you and look up to you. But you can also feel all the feelings that they feel that makes them really appreciate you and love you so much. See what you see, hear what you hear, and feel all that you feel now that you're inside this person's body. Because inside this person's body, you can notice everything that makes this person really appreciate you, love you, and look up to you. Once you've noticed everything this person sees in you, and you've had all their thoughts, and you feel all the feelings that you feel because you're inside their body, I want you to notice as the true essence of yourself or your spirit floats out of this person's body through the glass wall and into your body right where you are now. When the true essence of yourself enters your body, notice how different it feels. You are now able to feel all those feelings this person feels about you. The true essence of yourself is able to share with you the wisdom that you've gained about yourself, that you've gained from this person who really looks up to you and admires you so much. I want you to just notice how different it is. What is it that you notice now about yourself that you might have missed before? What is it that you see about yourself that you might have not seen before? While you're sitting there, writing down all those things that you've achieved, I want you to just allow yourself to just allow that self that has achieved all those things with the knowledge that you've gained about yourself to slowly begin to become alert. And when you become alert, you now have all these things that you've just noticed about yourself. I want you to just notice what it is that you feel. Notice what it is that you would achieve in the future with all that you've gained right now. What is it that you would achieve in the future with all that you've just gained right now about yourself? What are the things that you do differently with all that you've just realized and noticed about yourself? I want you to just take a few moments right now to just write down what it is that you've noticed about yourself from this process. But also write down what it is that you probably are likely to achieve now that you realize your worth in a month's time. And what is it that you would have achieved if I was to call you in 2 months' time with this feeling and all that you just realized about yourself right now? What is it that you would have achieved in 4 months' time? I'm really curious to hear from you. Write these down, put them up somewhere. Because whatever you write down stops becoming a wish. You start having something that holds you accountable. I hope you really enjoy this. I hope you benefited something from this. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you and all the things that you've achieved in your journey. Signing out, Coach Thabiso. all the way from South Africa.